Hi, my name is Eric Mann, President and CEO of the YMCA of Florida's First Coast. Thank you for this opportunity to read for Read USA, and thank you, Ellen, for just being just a great leader in our community to increase literacy for our young people. I'm looking forward to reading this book, and I'm excited to get started. The book's name is I Dream of Trains. And I'm sure some of you have maybe heard some of the stories around this, but this is a classic and it's written by Angela Johnson. Papa tells me Casey Jones started dreaming about trains when he was littler than me. I think of that, of big old Casey being littler than me, and smile. I dream of trains too, as the Mississippi morning gets hotter and red dirt sticks to my feet, making them heavy. While the picking hurts my back, I look over the long white rows and listen to Casey's whistle, dreaming of trains. When the cotton's all gone, I'm still dreaming. I walk along the tracks, and soon it's just us, me, Casey Jones, and his fireman, Sim Webb. We work together as the engine carries us past the delta and across the plains, over the mountains, past the desert, and to the ocean far away from here. Along the way, we look at people and places. Then Casey lets me drive the engine. And somewhere along the plains, Casey lifts me up toward the magic, and I sound the whistle. Some sounds can remind you of times gone by, and as I blow the whistle, I remember that I am walking along the Mississippi tracks dreaming of this. Soon, I'm back beside my tracks, missing Casey and Sim, and the feel of the whistle speaking to me. Papa says the sound of leaving that speaks to my soul, on through the daytime that lingers on through the night. Casey Jones knows, Papa says. Casey Jones must know. Short days, cold nights turn back into long, warm planting days, and we are where we were and who we are. I still stare at the tracks and wait for Casey and his engine to come flying past the fields and dream me away. But then, one rainy April night, just up around Vaughan, they say the rain was pouring worse than anybody had ever seen in years. But Casey Jones and Sim Webb took the 382 out into the night. Casey was doing a favor because it wasn't really his run, and he was making up time, flying, and he didn't see the train up ahead. Papa says that before the wreck came, Casey sounded his whistle through the rain. He grabbed the brake and the whistle, warning everybody he was coming. Holding fast, he stood, told Sim to jump into the dark night. Papa says they found him with the brake still in his hand. I asked Papa, does that mean it's over? We stand beside the spot where Casey's engine 382 finally came to rest. Papa says, no, there will be other trains and engines. Then he talks to me about the big wide world and the oceans and cities and mountains that I'll one day see. When Papa squeezes my hand, I know I have another hero besides Casey. I walk slowly home with him, and I think of Casey with his hand on the whistle and his other hand on the brake. Too soon the rows of white cotton come back to us all. I bend and pick and bend beside my family, and listen for the whistle that blows past us but doesn't speak to our souls. When it's cool again, I walk the woods and I think of big old Casey and the cry of his whistle dreaming me away, dreaming me away. One day, when I'm older, I will leave the cotton behind. I'll miss my family and the woods and all that made me smile. But when my time comes for leaving, I will take a train and remember as I roll away what Papa said about Casey and his soul-speaking whistles and my place in this big wide world. This is just a great book. Talks about dreaming of trains, but it really illustrates the life of a family of picking cotton in the Mississippi as a young man, and what dreams really were about, and someday seeing the world, and his daddy encouraging him. And that's really what I got out of the book, is continue to dream, continue to have the opportunity to see the world. And so that's what this book is about for me.